Hi, my name is Sungmin Kim, and today I'm gonna talk about the book named 1984, which is written by George Orwell. So first, I'm gonna talk about the contents, about author, setting, summary, character analysis, theme, and reflection. About author, Arthur Blair, better known by his pen name George Orwell, was an English novelist and essayist. His birthday was 1903, June 25th. So, the setting of this book was based on Oceania in 1984 with a hint of science fiction. 1984 is set in near future Oceania. This book was written in 1949, so it was future at that period. The city is still named London, though the country is now called Airstrip 1. So now the plot overview. Winston Smith is a low-ranking member of a ruling party in London, in the nation of Oceania. Everywhere Winston goes, even his own home, the party watches him those telescreens. Everywhere he looks, he sees the face of the party's seemingly omniscient leader, a figure known only as Big Brother. The party controls everything in Oceania, even the people's history and language. Currently, the party is forcing the implementation of an invented language called Newspeak, which attempts to prevent political rebellion by eliminating all words related to it. Even thinking rebellious thoughts is illegal. Such thought crime is in fact the worst of all crimes. Winston feels frustrated by oppression and rigid control of the party, which prohibits free thought, any expression of individuality. Winston disliked the party and has illegally purchased a diary in which to write his criminal thoughts. Winston works in the Ministry of Truth, where he alters historical records to fit the needs of the party. He notices a co-worker, a beautiful dark hair, starting at him and worries that she is an informant who will turn him in for his sought crime. He is troubled by the party's control of history. The party claims that Oceania has always been allied with East Asia in a war against Eurasia, but Winston seems to recall a time when this was not true. One day, Winston receives a note from the dark-haired girl that reads, "I love you." She tells him her name, Julia. Winston and Julia travel to O'Brien's luxurious apartment as a member of power in their party. O'Brien lives a life of luxury that Winston can only imagine. O'Brien confirms to Winston and Julia that, like them, he hates the party. O'Brien tells Winston that he will be forced to confront his worst fear. Throughout the novel, Winston has had recurring nightmares about rats. O'Brien now straps a cage full of rats onto Winston's head and prepares to allow the rats to eat his face. Winston snaps, pleading with O'Brien to do it to Julia, not to him. Giving up Julia is what O'Brien wanted from Winston all along. His spirit broken, Winston is released to the outside world. He meets Julia but no longer feels anything for her. He was accepted the party entirely and has learned to love Big Brother. Now, character analysis. I'm gonna talk about three characters. First character is Winston Smith, the novel's protagonist. Winston is a quiet 39-year-old man living in Oceania in the year 1984. A party member, Winston works at the Ministry of Truth correcting errors in past publications. Next is Julia. She is a 26-year-old party member who works in the fiction department of the Ministry of Truth. Julia also secretly despises the party but accepts its rule over her and therefore outwardly appears to be jealously devoted to the party's causes. Next is Big Brother, the symbol of Oceania and the party. Big Brother is Oceania's supreme leader and is omnipresent through telescreen, projections, coins, and even large posters warning Big Brother is watching you. Big Brother is theoretically one of the originally founders of the party and the revolution, but Winston assumes he does not exist, will never age, and will never die. He is the mouthpiece of the party and the symbol all party members worship. Now it is theme. Totalitarianism is one of the major themes of the novel, 1984. It presents the type of government where even the head of the government is unknown to the public. This theme serves as a warning to the people because such regime unleashes propaganda to make people believe in the lies presented by the government. Lastly, it will be the reflection of the story, and our modern society has become dependent upon 21st century technology. This technology is developed to make our lives easier, more efficient, to encourage communication, and to enhance the quality of experience. However, while technology appears to have made our lives easier in some respect, it has raised numerous issues that challenge the moral framework of every major corporation and government. Orwell's 1984 is a haunting vision of a future with no future, a future where technology controls every aspect of an individual's life. Orwell introduced the concept of the Ministry of Truth, the Thought Police, and Big Brother. These omniscient entities continually monitor the movements, speech, and writings of every citizen. Thank you.